Talking about, good things on Big Day of Giving. Mark Salazar, President and CEO of Mental Health Association of San Francisco, falls right in line with all of that. Thanks for being on this show. You have a very, a relatively new kind of thing that's happening that you've kind of put together, this peer-run warm line. Super interested in hearing about it. Kick us off a little bit.
Yeah, so the warm line is a 24/7 emotional support line that's available to all Californians. The number, just to make sure I get it out there, is 855-600-WARM. That's 855-9276.
Okay.
And it's available for anybody. They can call in with any type of issue they want. It's preventative, it's non-crisis, so it's emotional support.
Sure.
Yeah, it could be interrelationship things, could be linkages to housing, linkages to resources and services.
So it really runs the gamut of anything.
Runs the gamut, need. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Why did you start this, Mark? Why is this something that was important to you?
So for us, the warm has been in existence for years, and we started a smaller warm line in San Francisco about in 2014, and we've seen calls from all over the state, and so we worked with the government and some state officials to kind of expand it statewide in 2019.
Wow.
We were just getting relatively small number of calls. And we got state funding in 2019. It's about, we got about 1,000, 2,000 calls, and then COVID hit.
Sure.
That jumped to 7,000 to 8,000 calls per month, and now we're hitting about 40,000 calls
a
month. And it's a challenge because we're facing a budget ask this year, and so we're here, and I'm here in Sacramento
to help rally that up. Who's on the other end of the line? Who are the kind angels that are doing that work?
That's a pretty great description. They're individuals who have lived experience.
Yeah.
They've gone through the same situation. They probably have some of the same symptoms or challenges that most people call in for. Anxiety, depression, ADHD, anything like that. So they're trained counselors through the state programs about peer counseling and things like that.
What about people? Obviously, the diversity in California, we love it. It's terrific. It also poses some problems. I'm sure you have to be armed with people who could either speak multiple languages or get people to the right space. So what kind of language needs can you meet?
Yeah, so we provide, we work with a third party who does 240 language live transcribing, but at the same time, we have our own Spanish warm line.
Okay.
So if anyone who speaks fluent in Spanish and they will prefer a Spanish language warm line, we have that, and then generally we have the English warm line.
That's incredible. It's super easy for people. I assume one of the challenges or barriers is just having people pick up the phone the first time if they need it. Am I right about that?
Yeah, stigma is always the biggest challenge for folks. They're always ashamed about talking about it, and what we tell folks is that you're not alone. Yep. All of us probably in this room, what's the statistics? 1 in 5 folks probably have faced a mental health issue or emotional challenge this year. Sure. My message to folks is that you're not alone. There's someone on the other side of that call, waiting to talk to you, and it's anonymous.
Yeah.
So we don't know who you are. We don't really care. You just need support.
Yeah, that's
right. And we're here for that. Yeah.
May being Mental Health Awareness Month, a perfect time to continue to be promoting this. How else can people get involved or support you or learn a little bit more if they need to?
Yeah, visit our website, mentalhealthsf.org. You can chat, text, anything you need from the Warm Line's phone number. We also are working on a refunding campaign. So if you visit savethewarmline.org, our efforts is to refund the Warm Line. Like I said, we went from 1,000, 2,000 calls a month to 7,000 during COVID, and so now 40,000 per month. And that's a challenge for us. Yeah. And imagine, if we cut off that funding as of July 1st, those 40,000 calls, they actively choose peer warm line services versus other services. Of course,
have to be available. Thank you for doing this incredible work. Thank you to all those angels who are answering the phones every single day. 40,000 a month, that's incredible. Got to help that out. We'll put up a little information about Mental Health Association of San Francisco.
855-600-WARM, that's 855-600-9276.
And then mentalhealthsf.org for a little more info. Mark, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.